Dairy cattle are primarily reared for the production of milk. Milk is a food that contains complete nutrients such as proteins, fats, and minerals. Milk, by its very nature, can also be a natural growth medium for microorganisms. However, milk is virtually sterile when secreted into the alveoli of the udder. Almost all bacteria in milk originate from the air, dirt, dung, hairs, and other extraneous substances. Microbial contamination can generally occur mainly within the udder, from the exterior of the udder, and from the external environment. Good quality milk is essential for production of good quality dairy products and should always be free from pathogens and have a long keeping quality. In order for milk to reach the processor and the consumer in good condition, a number of points must be observed right from the farm level to the processing factory, and thereafter to the retailers and the consumer. Producing clean and hygienic milk indicates the milk has normal composition, possesses a natural milk flavor with low bacterial count, safe for human consumption, good keeping quality, and can also fetch higher prices. As a general rule, milk from a cow 2 weeks before calving or 4 days after calving should not be used.
From public health point of view, milk is a very good media for bacterial growth. Clean milk denotes milk obtained from an healthy animal that has been produced and handled under hygienic conditions and is free from extraneous matters like dust, dirt, flies, hay, manure, etc.
The farmer should groom the back, belly, and the insides of the thighs of the animal to remove the dry dust and fallen hairs from the body coat so they do not enter the milk. Much of the dirt and dust that gets into the milk comes from the cow's udder or abdomen during milking time. Long hairs that drop into the milk carry with them a large number of bacteria. Milk animal should be free from ticks and fly infestation. The farmer should keep the milk animals in good health. An unhealthy cow will feed less and produce less milk of poor quality. Veterinarians should regularly examine the animals and ensure proper health of the milk animal. The use of antibiotics in the treatment of mastitis has proved effective. If you suspect your cow is sick, contact a veterinary practitioner immediately. When the cow is being treated with antibiotics, we must not sell or consume its milk until the withdrawal period is over. To control mastitis, technical and laboratory assistance are provided at the Kerala Veterinary and Animal Sciences University. The milker has to follow hygienic practices from the beginning to end. He should wear clean clothes and cover his head at the time of milking. His fingernails should be trimmed so as not to cause any injury to the teats. He should wash his hands before and after milking in a defined manner. Before milking, use post-teat dip disinfectant sodium hypochlorite at about 4% concentration. The udder and teat should be washed before milking. The wash water should contain disinfectant solution. A clean cloth or towel should be used for wiping the udder. It is desirable to use different towels for each cow. The milker should always milk with clean, dry hands. Fisting or full hand milking is the best method of hand milking. The whole teat is held first with the thumb and the index finger encircling the base of the teat. Small top milk pails must be used. The use of such a pail results in a cleaner milk and a lower bacterial count. The stables and barns should be clean, well ventilated and well lighted. The farmer should have a cattle shed at a well elevated place with good drainage. It is recommended to clean the cattle shed an hour before the actual milking to prevent dust and dirt entry into the milk vessels. Sweeping the cattle shed and removal of dung from time to time will also control the flies, which are a major menace and a source of infection. Dust carries bacteria, hence it is necessary for the production of clean milk to have sheds free from dust as much as possible. Care should be taken in feeding the cows to prevent milk from contamination. The vessels used for drawing milk should be properly cleaned and disinfected. It is important that the dairy utensils be constructed with smooth file joints and corners so that they may easily be kept in a good condition. A calf and the machine do the harvesting of milk in a similar fashion. The function of the tongue, dental palate, and jaw movement of the calf is done by the inflation tube, pulsator, and the vacuum pump. Milk removal is largely dependent upon the differential pressure across the teat canal. The milk should be removed to the milk house immediately after it is drawn. The milk should be transferred from the pail through a clean cotton or a muslin cloth used as a strainer into the milk can or a milk storage tank. This will remove solid particles that may have fallen in during milking. The can should be immediately covered to avoid contamination. Milk producers come together and form a village dairy cooperative society with the support of milk union. The major operations of a society are hygienic milk collection and quality testing. Milk brought by the individual farmers is first weighed, and a representative sample is drawn for quality grading. These quick tests generally form the basis for acceptance or rejection of milk supplied. The producers are paid on the basis of quantity of fat, while the minimum standard for SNF is set for accepting milk. All the milk so collected is generally filled in cans to enable transportation to the chilling center. The milk at the dairy plant is received in chiller tankers. There are separate reception docks where the milk is received through tankers. The milk is pumped through the flow meter into large vertical storage tanks called silo. Representative milk samples are drawn from milk tankers and silo tanks for quality testing. The common tests done on milk are smell, taste, clot on boiling, alcohol test, adulterants, and neutralizers. These tests are performed to know the degree and types of bacterial contamination and the physical and chemical changes induced by bacterial growth. Persons working in a dairy plant should enter the milk processing area after dipping foot in disinfectant solution, followed by washing and drying hands. Pasteurization process reduces the microbial load to considerable extent and destroys the pathogenic organisms. Following pasteurization, milk moves to the packaging unit. Packaging should be carried out hygienically. Packing protects the product against contamination until the milk packet reaches the consumer. Milk, after packaging, should be stored in clean conditions at appropriate temperature and humidity to prevent deterioration. The packaged milk should be transported in a refrigerated and hygienic vehicle for retailing. Wastewater generated in a dairy contains highly putrescible organic constituents. This necessitates prompt and adequate treatment of the wastewater before its disposal to the environment. The dairy is a multi-product factory and its wastewater treatment process is based on 5 steps: screening, sand trap or oil and grease separation in a tank, flow equalization in a tank, an activated sludge process, and tertiary treatment in facultative lagoons. The treated effluent can be used for gardening purpose. The production of quality milk and milk products begin at the farm and continues through further handling, processing and distribution.
Competition catching up for premium quality of milk and milk products. It is high time the dairy organizations commit themselves to the basic issues so that India's citadel of dairy development is fortified against outer forces.
Please contact Cohort for further details. Email us at cohort@kvasu.ac.in, or you could also visit our webpage www.cohort.ac.in.